Welcome, everyone. Hello. Let me know that you guys can hear me. Let me know that you guys can see me. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to today. Welcome. Happy Soul Sunday to each and every single one of you. Let me know if you guys can hear me on your side, if you guys can see me. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Levi. Hello, Lydia. Hello, Grenadine. Welcome, everyone. I'm so excited to be here with each and every single one of you guys. Let me know if this is your first time tuning in with me. Let me know if you've been with me before. I am on a mission to help to heal every heart and to awaken unconditional love in every single soul on this planet. And this is my passion. This is my purpose. This is what I dream of. So just give me 1 minute, guys. I'm just checking on one little thing. Okay, everyone. So today is Soul Sunday. Let me know if this is your first time with me today. Let me know if you've been with me before. And every Sunday, I come live to help you to nourish your soul, your heart, your mind, your body, to help you to live in a place of peace, a place of love, a place of kindness. I believe that unconditional love is not something that we do, but unconditional love is something that we are. I am on a mission to help to awaken this planet to this feeling, this embodiment, this soul calling of unconditional love. I believe that when we step into unconditional love, when we start to embody unconditional love first for ourselves, we then can radiate that out into everyone in the world. And in that vibration of unconditional love, we can bring what we call the new earth. We can awaken more souls to this life of peace on earth that we are all wanting, we're all desiring. And so every time I'm here, I am on that mission. I'm holding that intention to raise the vibration of this planet, to raise the vibration of this earth, and to help every single one of us. So my intention today is that you feel so loved, that you feel so wanted, that you feel so adored, that you can't help but to feel that, to embody that, and then to radiate that outwards to everyone else. So thank you, everyone, for joining. So today, I actually do not have a topic in mind. I was meditating and I was feeling into it, and nothing really came to me. So I want to keep today's topic up to you guys. What is it that you're feeling? Please comment. Please communicate with me. Please talk to me. Keep this conversation going and talk to each other. And let me know, where are you guys at today? What are you feeling? What are you in need of? What are you desiring? What questions do you have? Put that in the comments and I will talk about that today. Years ago when I was on Insight Timer, I would come on and I would do just question and answer. I would do, the audience topics. And it's been a while since I did this. So I'm really excited to see what you guys are in need of, what you guys are wanting, where you guys are at. And so the way my live is going to work is depending on your guys' comment, your guys' energy that comes back to me. I'm going to start us in a little grounding, and then I would do a little bit of a talk followed by question and answer and a meditation. So I'm going to just dive right in. I'm going to ground us down, and I invite you guys to please use the chat. Please comment. Let me know what you guys want to talk about today. Let me know what you're feeling. Let me know what you're desiring. Let me know what questions you have. And I am here to serve you. I am here to empower you. I'm here to love you. So let me know. So if you guys are able to do so, I'm going to invite you guys to just close your eyes for just a moment as I ground us in. And just start to take a deep breath in through your nose, holding the breath at the top, and then taking a big sigh out. Really giving yourself permission in this moment to show up for yourself, to be here, to be present. Breathe in, holding the breath, and breathing out. And let's do one more breath just like that, really grounding our energy. Breathing in through the crown of our head, imagining light coming down from the ethers, from the sky, and feeling this breath on the inhale traveling throughout our whole body, radiating this light throughout our beingness. And then exhaling down into the root, down into Mother Earth, Mama Pachamama, giving that love back to her, all of the love that we receive from her and this earth. And imagine now that you are surrounded by everyone that's here, everyone that is on this live, everyone that will watch the replay later. Imagine that we are all gathered in a circle of love, of unity, of peace, celebrating one another, seeing one another, loving one another. Imagine that we are all gathered together in a circle of love, a circle of unity. And imagine now that we start to hold hands with one another. And you can physically place your hands out if that feels good to you. And just feel into this knowing that even though we aren't physically together, spiritually, emotionally, metaphysically, we are here. That energy is neither created or destroyed. And as we gather together, we are together. So breathe into this union and breathe out. And I invite you to call upon wherever you find your faith, whatever guidance you need today, calling into the vibration of love itself, the vibration of unconditional love. Maybe this is spirit, this is God, maybe it's your grandmother, maybe it's a friend. Bring in what you see as a representation of unconditional love. And imagine this spirit, this person, this place, filling your whole being up with unconditional love. Embodying yourself in unconditional love. Unconditional peace. You can imagine this like light filling up your body, your spirit, your soul, your mind. And breathe this love in. And on the exhale, send this love out to everyone that's here, everyone that's listening. Breathing in love from this model that you see as unconditional love, filling yourself up. And then on the exhale, sending love out. And now feeling into the love that everyone is sending you, breathing in this love. Breathing in this peace, breathing in this unity, and exhaling and sending love and peace and unity out. In every breath, sending the intention to see one another, to feel one another, to be united with one another. For this is a world without separation, but a world of unity. It is time that we awaken into the truth of who we are, the truth of who everyone is, that which is love, the energy of unconditional love. Breathe this in and breathe this out. And just take a moment in silence to just set your own individual intention for this listening, for this workshop. What is it that you need? What is it that you desire? What is it that you want? What questions do you have? Where are you struggling? Where are you striving? Where are you living an extraordinary life? Where are your stumbling blocks? What support do you need? Know that all of you is welcome here. Together we celebrate you. So breathe in and breathe out. And when you are ready, I invite you to come back into this space, feeling more loved, more grounded, more at peace, more in unity. Wiggling your fingers and your toes, noticing what you feel, noticing what you taste, noticing what you smell, noticing what you hear. And then when you're ready, opening up your eyes and notice what you see. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Thank you all for joining. So, as I stated, today is going to just be an open dialogue. So, I invite you to please put in the chat any questions that you have, any feelings that you have, anything that you're in need of, anything that you desire, and we will address it today. So, I thank everyone for joining. So, Karen, hello, Karen. Hello. And hello, Christina, and hello, and hello, Levi. Hello, everyone. All of you is welcome. Also, put in the chat what you're grateful for today. So, Karen says, what do you suggest for someone who aspires to cultivate peaceful energy or peaceful space, but lives with angry people? So, first off, to everyone and to you, Karen, I invite you always to take what resonates and to throw away what doesn't. I don't believe that one truth is the absolute truth. I believe that we all have our own path. We all have our own beliefs. We all have our own uniqueness. And so any teacher that says this is absolute truth, don't listen to them. So if it resonates, great. And if it doesn't, then great. So take that into full effect. So how do I suggest that you said, what do you suggest for someone who aspires to cultivate a peaceful space but lives with angry people? So first off, I truly believe that this is my belief. I believe that everything outside of us, everything that we see, everything that we feel, everything that we are perceiving is only a reflection of our own inner world. And how so often we do not want to face those things that we do not prefer. And so my suggestion, Karen, is that what I'm observing, what I'm feeling, what I'm sensing is that there may be this split within you where there's this place where you want peace, you want to cultivate peace, you want to cultivate love, you want to cultivate union, you want this high vibrational energy. And there may just be a place within you that is angry yourself. Maybe you're angry that other people are angry. Maybe you're angry that there's not more peace in the world. Maybe you're angry that people aren't treating each other in peace and in love and union. And the way in which you cultivate peace, first and foremost, is making peace with the anger that lives within you. So find all of the places in your own life that you feel angry. Find all of the places in your life where you don't feel peace and address them, look at them, and recognize that every aspect of us that feels angry, that feels upset, that feels unwanted, that feels frustrated, that all of these feelings that we associate with negative, which aren't actually negative, are there to protect us. They're there to protect us. You can think about it as almost like when we were a child and we cultivated this personality to keep us safe. That part of anger keeps us safe. It prevents us, it almost blocks us from getting hurt, from getting mistreated. And so when we know what we don't want, we know more clearly what we do want. And so I would suggest first and foremost facing your own anger, facing the places where you're not at peace with yourself, to really see that, acknowledge that, and then be at peace with the places with your anger, where you're angry. Be okay with your own anger. Be okay with your own sadness. Be okay with your own frustration. Recognizing that it holds a sacred space. And that, for example, if you're angry that someone's abusing someone else, that that is almost a peaceful thing of wanting to keep someone else safe. So finding peace in that, if that makes sense. And then from that place, then being that peace, radiating that peace, not allowing other people to lower your vibration. It is so easy for when we're around angry people, when we're around low vibrational people, for us to dip into their level to try to save them, to try to bring them up. But as we all know, the expression that to put your own oxygen mask on first, we hear that all the time. You have to stand in this place of peace. You have to radiate the light. The sun doesn't come down. We have to rise up to it. So allowing yourself to stay where you are, radiating your peace, radiating your love, radiating your joy, and shining this light for other people to come up to your level, staying on your staircase, on your flight, and reaching your arm down to bring them up to you, making sure to hold this boundary that this is where you want your life to be, and that you will not stand for anything that is less than that peace that you decide. And this also includes you setting that boundary for yourself. So taking everyone else out of the equation and deciding to shut off the news that makes you angry, deciding to walk away from that thing or that person or that place that you know triggers you every single time. You have to first set the boundary for your individual self before you can set that boundary for anyone else. So that's my suggestion. That's my long-winded suggestion. I hope that helps. I hope that resonates. So if that resonated, if that helped, then put that in the chat. Everyone, I invite you to please put in the chat what resonates. Maybe one word, maybe one sentence. What is one takeaway? So thank you. And again, everyone, put your questions in the chat, put your feelings. We are just going off flow today. Says, been working towards letting go of old patterns and growing spiritually. Very eager to know everyone's take on it. Yeah, so grateful for my ability to feel deeply and to choose to be compassionate for others and myself. Yeah, so this idea of letting go of old patterns, what I imagined, what I saw was it's almost like our inner child, right? It's like we can think about old patterns as almost like this old version of us. And we have to outgrow people, things, environments to then grow into who we need to be. And I believe in my soul, I believe in my heart that the way to let go, to release these old patterns, is to also have gratitude, to also have appreciation for these old patterns that we no longer want to be, in the same way that we can look back at our own inner child, at our own childlike self that didn't know any better. Recognizing that everyone treats people from their own level of consciousness. And so you can look back at, for example, yourself as a teenager, where maybe, you weren't acting in integrity, or you weren't treating someone fairly, or maybe you skipped school, or maybe you snuck out of your house, right? Or maybe you screamed at your mother, or, maybe you were rude, right? We all have one of these moments from our teenage self where we can look back and we almost want to blind ourselves and think, oh my God, I wish I wouldn't have done that. I wish I wouldn't have been like that. I'm having this memory come up of, I was a senior in high school. I hope it's okay I show. And my grandma was living with me at the time. She was taking care of me. And my grandma, oh, I might cry. She was the love of my life. And my grandma, she embodied unconditional love. And I remember one day we went into school she walked me into school and she had to talk to someone in the office. I can't remember what it was. I wasn't in trouble, but she walked with me and I kept walking ahead of her. And it was like, I was like embarrassed that I was walking through school with my grandma. And my grandma started crying and she said, "Are you embarrassed of me? Do you not want to be around your grandma?" And she started crying. And to this day, I'm crying now. I look back at that memory and I wish that I can go back to the hands of time and just walked alongside my grandma to hold her hand in that hallway, to see people that I knew in school and to say, "This is my grandma." But my teenage self was in this place of, honestly, for whatever reason, I was embarrassed that I was walking through the hall of my grandma. And so I share this story because I can look back at this version of myself, right? This teenage version of myself who didn't know better, didn't have the wisdom, that was just looking to fit in, right? And I can have compassion for her. I can have kindness for her. I can have love for her. And I can whisper in her ear and say, "Show your grandma appreciation. Walk with your grandma. Tell her you love her. Tell her you appreciate her." We can whisper. And so just like we can go back to our old selves and have compassion and kindness, we also have to hold this compassion and this kindness towards these old patterns that we want to release to then grow spiritually. So think about it as we're outgrowing clothes, right? We all grow up and, my son is 8 months old. I have an 8-month-old son. He's almost 9 months now. And it's like every single week he is outgrowing his clothes. And I want to hold on to these clothes and he has such cute clothes, but I know that he has to grow out of them to then grow into the little boy he's going to be. And so in the same way, we want to outgrow things. We want to release these old patterns and we want to step into something better. We're also appreciating and having gratitude for the old versions of us. I hope that helps. I hope that resonates. Again, put in the chat what resonated, what helps, what questions do you have? Yeah, so there's lots of angry people out there. And the truth is, hurt people hurt people. Those who are hurting hurt other people. And I am on a mission to help loved people love people. Because when you are feeling love, what do you want to do? You tell me, put in the chat. What do you want to do when you love people? You want to hug them. You want to kiss them. You want to celebrate. You want to smile. How good does it feel when you're walking through a store and you just see a random person and they just smile at you? And it's like the smile is, if it's like a smile that starts you thinking, "Hey, do I know them? Do I know that person?" And then you realize, "Oh no, I don't know them. They're just smiling at me." When you love people, when you are feeling loved, you want to love. And so hurt people, right? Angry people want to make more people angry. But happy people want to bring happiness. So I'm on this mission to help all of us to be in this vibration of more love. So I hope my intention every single time I come is that you guys leave feeling so loved that you're like this energy bubble that can't help but to go and love more people. Hello, Almez. Hello, CB. Lots of interesting ideas to chew on. Thanks for your wise words. Always. Boundaries at this time is so important. Yeah. Yeah. So, boundaries, I will be honest, boundaries is a new concept for me. In the past couple of years, red-handed boundaries are something that I have only recently, within the last 5 years, come to make peace of. I have this belief that I want unity and I want connection and I want a word without boundaries. I want a world where everyone loves each other. I want a world where there's no wars and there's no wars, and that everyone is so loved. Everyone feels so much peace that we don't have to hold boundaries. Yet the truth is that often boundaries, they keep us safe. And I believe that the only reason that we have to have boundaries is because of the belief that we have to be safe. And so before we can have boundaries with anyone else, we have to first have boundaries with ourselves, but we also have to ask ourselves the question of, why do we want boundaries to begin with? Do boundaries come from this place of love? And this is an individual question that's different for everyone, and it also will depend on every single moment. Are you holding a boundary right now because you're holding love? Or are you holding a boundary right now because you have fear? Are you holding a boundary because you have love? Or are you holding a boundary because you have fear? That is the question that you have to ask yourself. So, for example, if you have a boundary in your partnership, let's say you have a boundary of monogamy, right? And you hold this boundary of monogamy, and your boundary with your partner is, I want to have a monogamous relationship. I want to have this relationship that is just you and me. I don't want you going outside of our relationship. This is my boundary. You then would ask yourself, okay, am I holding this boundary because of love? Or am I holding this boundary because of fear? And depending on the individual, it could go both ways. So you could be holding the boundary because you love yourself so much and you're so in tune with who you are, and you know this is how you want to live your life, and you know that you only want one sexual partner, and you know that you want to just keep your sexual energy just with your partner and that you don't want to spread that. And that's love. So you hold that boundary because you know in your heart that that's love. Yet, you also could recognize, I hold this boundary because of fear, because I'm scared that if my partner goes out and makes love to someone else, they won't love me anymore. They won't want me anymore. They're going to abandon me. They're going to hurt me. And so you hold this boundary because you're fearful. And so boundaries, I believe that boundaries are like everything in this world. Well, it's neither good or neither bad. It's all based off of the perspective that we have in this moment. It depends how we are looking at things in this moment. Does that resonate? Does that make sense? Agree, disagree? And so while I dream, I dream of a world where we don't have to have boundaries because everyone is so loving and everyone is so peaceful and everyone is so in tune with who they are, that we don't have to hold up a wall of separation. I also recognize that boundaries can keep us safe. Boundaries protect us. You know, every single day not every day that I leave the house, I imagine myself in an energy bubble. Does anyone else do this? Put it in the chat if you do this as well. But I'll put myself in an energy bubble where I'll imagine myself in a 12-foot white bubble around me. And then I'll imagine within the white 12-foot bubble, there's an 8-foot, pink bubble. And then inside of that, there was a 6 feet pink bubble, right? And this is a boundary that I use to protect myself. And so we have to ask ourselves, what are we protecting ourselves from at every single moment? Why are we creating the boundaries that we are creating, right? And also, like I said, they keep us safe. My little boy is just learning to walk right now, and I have to put up a boundary. I have to put up, a space, because he could hurt himself if he falls down the stairs. So boundaries keep us safe, they protect us. Honoring and acknowledging my own anger insisting on the vibration I desire. Yeah, absolutely. I believe that we get to choose the life that we desire. And we are either choosing from a conscious place or we are choosing from a subconscious place or an unconscious place. And so at some point, we get to demand lovingly, the reality that we want to live in. We get to lovingly demand love. We get to lovingly demand abundance. We get to lovingly demand good health and then step into that. Then align our actions to that without expecting the world or anyone else to do it for us, but to do it for ourselves, to get it for ourselves. We have to first demand ourselves before we can demand anyone else. And again, I put lovingly. I know this is a double-ended sword. And finding our own inner peace is a great first step to our spirituality. Absolutely. And also recognizing that our inner peace is going to shift and it's going to change and it's going to, mold differently every single day. And so sometimes it actually feels peaceful to be a little angry. How many, let's be open, let's be honest. How often does it feel good to be angry? To let it go, recognizing that all of these emotions, anger, frustration, sadness, happiness, joy, they're all energy. And so we have to release it. Anger isn't the problem. Anger's never been the problem. It's how you use the anger. It's how conscious you are of the anger. It's feeling the anger, observing the anger, releasing the anger, without firing it at your partner or firing it at your best friend or firing it at your coworker. Sometimes me and my husband both do this is we'll have moments where we recognize we have to release our anger and we'll say to each other, I'm feeling angry right now. We alert each other, right? We caution each other. It's almost like put your raincoat on, put your rain boots on, put your snowsuit on. The weather's coming. The weather's coming. I'm feeling angry right now, so that they're aware of my weather. And then very often what I do is I say, I'm feeling angry right now. I'm going to go outside and I'm going to scream at the top of my lungs. And I will go outside and I will kick and I will scream and I will throw a temper tantrum and I will release this energy from our body, because emotions are energy that is trapped in our body that needs to be released. And anyone who's into somatics and moving your body is a powerful way to release these emotions. And so using our anger consciously without projecting our anger at other people. So you can still yell, you can still scream, you can still hit, but don't hit your partner. Go and hit the ground. Ask Mother Earth, do I have your permission to stomp my feet right now? Be conscious. Yeah, hit the air, right? So all of these emotions are just different weathers. So above, so below, so within, so without. Who knows that? Who knows the Hermetic principle? Above, so below, so within, so without. So just as there are weathers outside, just as it rains outside, just as it thunders outside, just as the sun comes out, just as we have 100-degree weather, just as we have 10-degree weather, we have all of those weathers within us. And we cannot stand outside. No one is going to stand outside. Well, actually, I think I have done this. Maybe you guys have done it too. But genuinely speaking, we don't stand outside when it's thundering and it's lightning and saying, "Stop, thunder, stop! Stop, tornado, stop!" We don't do that. Yet so often we do that to ourselves, is we shame and we blame and we make our own weather of thunder, of lightning, of anger, wrong and bad. The thunder is not bad. The thunder is just the weather. We recognize externally that those different weathers, we recognize that sometimes we need the rain. We need the rainy days. We recognize that the desert is hot and is dry, and that if we don't get the rain, then the flowers don't grow, the trees don't grow, the produce, the fruits, the vegetables, they don't grow, and then we don't eat. We need the rain. And so, in the same way, we need those days where we are sad. We need those days where we're angry. We need those days where we're a little cloudy. We need that. We are living weather. The weather outside of us is only the weather internally within us. And so, as we embrace the external weather, I want to encourage you to also embrace the internal weather within you and be conscious of it. Let the people around you, let the ones that you love the most know, hey, honey, I'm having a rainy day today. I'm feeling a little sad. I'm feeling a little angry. I'm having a thunder day. And when you tell them that, you are giving them permission to take cover. They can protect themselves from your weather. Just as if you are going outside in the snow, you're not going to go outside in the snow, barefoot, naked. Even if you love being naked, I love being naked, I love going outside, all of that. I'm not going to go naked outside in the snow and roll around on the ground because I know that I'm going to hurt myself if I do that. So I will put a jacket on and I'll put a hat on and I'll put gloves on and I'll put a scarf on. I will protect myself from the snow. So in the same way, when we are feeling angry or we're feeling sad and we tell our family or our partners or our friends, hey, I'm feeling angry, they can put their own hat on. They can put their own scarf on. They can put their own coat on. They can put their own boots on. If it's raining, they can put their rain suit on to protect themselves from the weather that you're experiencing. And them protecting themselves is an act of self-love. It's a boundary. This is a healthy boundary. This is a beautiful boundary. Again, boundaries protect ourselves. They're not negative. We have boundaries that keep us safe from the freezing cold snow. We have boundaries that keep us dry from the rain outside. We have the boundary of putting a hat on when the sun is shining and we're going to get oh my God, what's the word? We're going to get burned from the sun. We're going to get sunburned. So that's my rant on that. Is this helping? Is this resonating? Yeah. Old patterns are the result of doing the best we could at all times. Yeah. And also recognize that some people are okay with going and dancing naked in the rain. Some people love dancing in the rain, right? It brings them joy. Other people, they want to put a raincoat on. They want to use an umbrella. So recognizing that your weather that you are experiencing in this moment is going to be for other people's perspective of what they feel they need or don't need protection from. Your rain, your sadness could also really help someone. Someone could dance in that. They could celebrate in that. There doesn't always need to be this protection. It's all perspective based. And also, again, depends on the day. So I'll put that out there. Boundaries are so important. Honoring, yes, finding our own inner path. Couldn't agree more. Love back. Makes my day and motivates me to do the same. Yes. Such wonderful ideas. Glad I found you this morning. Yes. If you are enjoying this and this is your first time, make sure to hit the follow. Check out all of the things on my dashboard. I have meditations and courses. I have a lot of work that I do outside of Insight Timer. So you guys can feel free to check that out. GennaRoseGenetti.com. You can find me on any social media platform, Jenna Rose Genetti, and message me, talk to me, communicate with me. I have a community on Facebook called Higher Love. You guys are welcome to join. And I have only 2 coaching spots available right now. So if anything resonates and you're interested in working with me, feel free to check out my website and send me an inquiry there or message me here on Insight Timer. And spaces are limited because, like I said, I am a mama to a 8-month-old little boy, and he is my beautiful focus right now. So I'm taking limited clients, but I have courses and I have lots of other things. So if you're interested in anything at any point, just reach out. It's so easy to offer a smile or hold a door for someone. You never know the impact of a simple act. Yeah. So that's my homework for everyone today. I'm going to give you guys all homework. I want to invite you to just do a small gesture, just a smile, just a hug, just a message to someone on Facebook, and just say, hey, I hope you're having a good day. Something small. Recognize that it's contagious. Just like we think about sickness and we think about germs as, contagious, right? When people are sick, people are saying, oh, I don't want to be near them. It's contagious. Love is contagious. Happiness is contagious. Peace is contagious. So be contagious and go smile at people. Instead of coughing on people, let's smile at people. If I want to very much, discernment is key. It's just a desire. Sorry if it isn't right. It happens to me every day. I hit L. This is how I started a boxing career. Oh, thank you for that donation, Jacqueline. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It means a lot. Every donation really shows me, that the content that I'm putting out is valuable and that it's worth your time. And so I'm very grateful for all of the donations. Thank you so much. Wow, very beautiful. I'm glad I found you this morning. Have a good day. Beautiful. You're welcome. Beautiful. So I'm going to just take 2 more minutes if anyone has any last minute questions. And then I'm going to invite us into a meditation. And then from there, we will close out. If you missed any of this live, all of my Insight Timers go on my YouTube channel. So you can check it out on my YouTube channel. Again, it's Jenna Rose Genetti. It's very easy to find me. I found out last week that if you Google Jenna Rose Genetti on ChatGPT knows who I am. That felt very good to me. And a little scary at the same time. So it's very easy to find me, to talk to me. I won't bite. I promise to smile. I promise to love you guys back. 2 things. I'll give you guys a couple minutes to put any questions in the chat, and then we'll go into the meditation. But I'm really excited. I am curious if you guys are interested in this, but I have been dreaming for a long time. I have 2 ideas in mind, and I would love your opinions on it. And if you're interested in this, feel free to send me a message. But I want to create a daily love, a daily motivation, a daily inspiration, a daily message to remind us of the love that we are, the peace that we are. A reminder every single day to live in love, to live in peace, to live in harmony, to live in forgiveness. A daily message to remind us that we are abundant and abundance is our birthright. And a reminder to nourish our body and to nourish our soul. Just these little motivations. And I dream, and I'm working on creating 2 different products. One that's just general love, that's called Daily Love, and it's just a quick read or a quick voice memo or a quick just something to just get you moving throughout the day. And then the second is tailored just towards moms. So do I have any moms here? Put in the chat if you're a mom. Just put mom if you're in the chat. And I believe I love my son. My son is the joy of my world. And my son brings me my greatest joy and my greatest happiness. And Sometimes I feel overwhelmed. And sometimes I feel like I need motivation. And sometimes I just want to cry, right? And so many emotions and feelings come up when you're a mom, when you're a parent. And so I also want to create a mom's daily, a sacred mother's daily that reminds mothers to stay present, that reminds moms, that this won't last forever, to remind moms that this time is sacred, to remind moms that this is their purpose and that they will get their body back and that they will get their, careers back and that they will get their sex life back and that they will get themselves back. And so I want to create a daily for both moms and for everyone genuinely. And so I created a wait list for both of those on my website. But if anyone's interested in that, let me know, send me a message. And it's currently in the curiosity mode right now. And if there is interest, then I'm going to create that. And it would be a daily for audio. So um, a 365 day love daily thing. So, oh, I love that. And Auntie who babysits a lot. Beautiful. Yeah. So, Jacqueline, just send me a little message. Or actually, if you guys want to just, you guys can send me an email or just go to my website and I will send you that. So, my email is jenna@jennarosegenetti.com. I put it in the chat. Let me know if you guys can actually see that in the chat or not. I don't know if Insight Timer has disabled me sharing my email or not, but I put my email in the chat if you guys need me. Jenna@jennarosegenetti.com. All right, everyone. So I'm going to lead us into a little meditation and then I'm going to close us out because my little boy needs me. So if you're in a place where you will be joining the meditation, stay. And if this is where we end for today, then I invite you to leave. And I thank you guys for joining. Make sure to hit follow. If this was useful to you guys and this was valuable to you guys, then I invite you guys to leave a donation of gratitude to check out my work on this platform or anywhere outside of this. So here we go. So inviting you guys to close down your eyes, and I'm going to start the music right now. Yes. Yep, that's it, Jacqueline. Here we go. Okay, everyone, closing down your eyes. Taking a deep breath in. Taking a big sigh out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing into this moment. Letting everything go. And in this moment, observing your inner nature. Observing your inner weather. Noticing how you feel. Noticing how you feel. Noticing what emotions are living within you right now. And just observe these emotions. Observe these feelings without pushing it away. Allowing whatever it is to just be there, unapologetically. No need to attach a story or words. Just be with this feeling. Observing this feeling. Imagine that this feeling, this emotion, is a little kid knocking on your front door. Knocking on the door of your house. asking to come in, asking to be seen, asking to be heard, asking to be felt. Knowing that you always have the choice to choose to allow this feeling, this emotion, this representation of this little kid in to your home, to ignore them. Knowing that if you ignore them, if you choose not to answer, they'll come back. And if you are ready to see them, to hear them, to feel them, to experience them, I invite you now to imagine that you are opening the door, allowing this feeling child, this emotion child, whether it's anger, sadness, happiness, joy, to come in. And just as you would a child, asking what they need to feel comfortable. Maybe they would like a blanket, a glass of water, a cookie. Giving permission now to get comfortable to sit with this feeling child, this emotion child. Get comfortable. And then when you are ready, start to communicate with this little emotion child, this little feeling child, asking them who they are, what they need, what message they have, and just listening without judgment, without criticism. Just listen, hear it, see it, feel it. What is it that they have come to tell you? What is it that they have come to share? And allowing them to speak as long as they need. And then responding back to them. What is it that you need? What is it that you want? Acknowledging that you heard them, acknowledging that you felt them, acknowledging that you see them. Most often, it just wants to be seen. It just wants to be heard. It just wants to be felt. More often than not, that's enough. Make peace with this feeling child. Make peace with this emotion child. Make friend. Breathe in and breathe out. And when all of the conversation has been had, thank this feeling, this emotion for coming, for communicating with you. And then walk them to the door. Allowing this feeling, this emotion to leave, to walk away, to exit. seeing this feeling as a friend that comes to speak, comes to communicate, comes to give wisdom, that is welcome anytime. And now coming back into your sense of peace, your sense of joy, your sense of love. Closing the door now. Feeling the feeling that you choose to feel in this moment. Breathing in and breathing out. Letting everything go. Starting to come back into the space now. Feeling more whole, more complete. Breathing in, breathing out. Taking one more deep breath in. Starting to wiggle your fingers, your toes. Noticing what you feel. Noticing what you taste. Noticing what you smell. And when you're ready, opening up your eyes and notice what you see. Welcome back, beautiful souls. Welcome back. Let me know in the comments how that served you, how that helped, how that empowered you. And I invite you to just leave one word, just one word of what shifted for you, what changed for you, what today felt like. Just one word reflection of today's workshop, today's live, today's meditation. I thank you guys so much for joining me. I thank you guys so much for being with me. I'm going to close us out now. So one last moment, I ask you to close down your eyes, placing your hands in prayer mode, taking a deep breath into your heart. Deep breath out, maybe placing your hands on your heart. Having gratitude for this moment, for this day, for this time, for this experience. Feeling love and unity. Recognizing how you are leaving today's live different than how you came into this live. Thanking everyone for joining. Breathing into love and breathing out. And opening up your eyes. Thank you guys so much for joining. Thank you for being here. I will see you guys next Sunday. Let me know if there's any topics that you guys prefer. All of my insights are tailored to you, what you need, what you desire, what topics you want. So feel free to send me a message, send me an email. Thank you, Jacqueline, for putting my email in the chat. It's jenna@jennarosegenetti.com. So I love you guys. Thank you guys so much. If you missed the replay, you can watch the replay on YouTube. Find me on any platform, Jen Rose Genetti. My website is jenrosegenetti.com. I love you guys so much. Bye.